Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Principles of Marketing. We are now at our 8th week, and for this week, our topic is using marketing channels to create value for customers. For this week, we will explain why marketing channel decisions can result in success or failure of products. We will also describe the activities performed in channels and also explain what channel power is. So let's proceed to our discussion. So, marketing channels. Companies try to choose the best channels and channel partners to help them sell the product. Being doing so can give them competitive advantage. So, for marketing channels, how a product, this is basically how a product moves from raw materials to finished goods. That is called marketing channel. It is also called as a supply chain. So marketing channel decisions are as important as the decision companies make about the features and prices of the product. So basically it's from raw to the finished good. So we have channel partners, and channel partners are firms that actively promote and sell a product as it travels through its channels to its users. So we have types of channel partners. We have the wholesalers, merchant wholesaler, and under merchant wholesaler, we have the full service wholesalers and limited service wholesaler. So let's first discuss wholesalers. For wholesalers, they obtain large quantities of products from procedure, store them, and break them down into cases and other smaller units, more convenient for retailers to buy. So a process called breaking bulk. Wholesalers got their name from the fact that they resell goods whole to other companies without transforming the goods. So that is a wholesaler, and it is a type of channel partner. Another type of channel partner that we have is merchant wholesaler. For this one, these are wholesalers to take title of the goods. They are also sometimes referred to as distributors, dealers, and jobbers. The category includes both full service wholesalers and limited wholesalers. So, what is the difference between full service wholesalers and limited service wholesalers? For full service wholesalers, they perform a broad range of services for their customers, such as stocking inventories, operating warehouses, supplying credit to buyers, employing salespeople to assist customers, and delivering goods to customers. Meanwhile, limited service wholesalers, they offer fewer services to their customers but in lower prices. They might not offer delivery services, yet extend their customers' credit or have sales forces that actively call sellers. So for limited service wholesalers, we have different types of it. So the types of it is cash and carry wholesaler, drop shippers, mail order wholesaler, truck jobbers, and rack jobbers. So let's discuss cash and carry wholesaler. These are wholesalers that are small retailers often buy in cash and carry wholesaler to keep their prices as low as big retailers that get large discounts because of the huge volumes of the goods they buy. For drop shippers, although drop shippers take title to the goods, they don't actually take possession of them or handle them. Oftentimes, because they deal with goods that are large and bulky. Instead, they find a commission by finding sellers and passing their orders along to producers who then ship them directly to the sellers. For mail Order wholesaler, they sell their products using catalog instead of sales forces and then ship the product to the buyer. Truck jobbers are also called truck wholesaler, and they actually store products which are often highly perishable. So, for example, fish, vegetables, and so on and so forth. So they store those perishable items on their trucks, and the trucks make the rounds to customers who inspect and select the products they want straight off the trucks. For rack choppers, they sell specialty products such as books, hosiery, and magazines that they display in their own racks in store. Rack choppers retain the title to the goods while the merchandise is in the stores for sale. Periodically, they take count of what's been sold off the racks and then build a store for those items. So we have discussed the types of channel partners. Again, we have wholesalers and merchant wholesalers, and under merchant wholesaler we have full service wholesalers and limited service wholesalers. And the type of limited service wholesalers are cash and carry wholesaler, drop shippers, mail order wholesaler, truck droppers, and rack droppers. Now, we also have under channel partner, we also have brokers, manufacturers, and manufacturers, sales office or branches, and retailers. So let's first discuss brokers. For brokers, they are brokers or agents don't purchase or take title to the products they sell. Instead, their role is limited to negotiating sales contracts for producers. They are generally paid commission for what they sell and are assigned to different territories by the producers with whom they work. Because they have excellent industry contacts, brokers and agents are go to resources for both consumers and companies trying to buy and sell the products. The most common form of agent is the real estate agent. Those are brokers. Now we have here manufacturers, sales office or branches. So basically, they are selling units that work directly for manufacturers, and these are found in B2B settings or business to business settings. And as a consumer, it would be rare for you to interact directly with a manufacturer through a sales office because in those instances, such as with Apple stores and Nike stores, they are considered retail outlets. And for retailers, retailers buy product from wholesalers, agents, distributors, and then sell them to consumers. Retailers vary by the type of products they sell, their sizes, the prices they charge, the level of service they provide consumers, and convenience or speed they offer. So once again, these are the types of channel partners. We have the wholesaler, we have the merchant wholesaler, brokers, manufacturers, sales office or branches, and retailers. Now, there are functions which are performed by channel partners. So they disseminate marketing communications and promote brands. So basically, somehow, for this one, somehow wholesalers, distributors, retailers, and consumers need to be informed via marketing communications that a product exists and there's a good reason to buy it. Sometimes a push strategy is used to help marketing channels accomplish this. So, what is a push strategy? So, it is one in which a manufacturer convinces wholesalers, distributors, or retailers to sell its products. Consumers are informed via advertising or other promotions that the product is available for sale, but the main focus is to sell to intermediaries. The problem only with push strategy is that it doesn't focus on the needs of actual users of the product. Another function, so we have here push strategy. Another function performed by channel partner is sorting or grouping products. And for this one, many businesses don't want to receive huge quantities of product. One of the functions of wholesalers and distributors is to break down large quantities of products into smaller units and provide an assortment of different products to businesses. Next function is sorting and managing inventories. Basically, if a channel member has run out of products, when a consumer wants to buy it, the result is often a lost sale. So that's why most channel members stock or carry reserve inventory. However, storing products is not free. Warehouses cost money to build or rent and heat and cool. Employees have to pay to stock shelves, pick products, ship them, and so forth. Another function is distributing products. So for this one, physical goods travel within a channel and they need to be moved from one member to another and sometimes back again. Basically, some large wholesalers, distributors, and retailers own their fleets or trucks for this purpose. In other cases, they hire third party transportation providers like trucking companies, railroads, and so forth to move their products. Another function is assume ownership, risk, and extend credit. So for this one, if products are damaged during transit, one of the first questions asked is who owned the product at the time. In other words, who suffers the loss? Generally, no one channel member assumes all the ownership risk. Instead, it is distributed among channel members depending on the contracts they have with one another and their free on board provisions. A free on board F or FOB provision designates who is responsible for what shipping costs and who owns the title to the goods and when. And the last function performed by channel partner is share marketing and other information. So each of the channel members has information about the demand for products, trends, inventory levels, and what the competition is doing. The information is valuable and can be doubly valuable if the channel partners trust on one another and share it. More information can help each firm in the marketing channel per platform its function better and overcome competitive obstacles. So once again, functions performed by channel partners are disseminate marketing communications and promote brand. Also, sorting and regrouping products and sorting and managing inventories and distributing products, assume ownership risks and extend credit and share marketing and other information. Now, for this one, since we have discussed the functions performed by channel partners, for for channels, we have selection factors. And selecting best marketing channel is critical because it can mean the success or failure of the product. One of the reason internets have been successfully as a marketing channel is because customer gets to make some of the channel decisions themselves. They can shop virtually for any products in the world when and where they want to, as long as they can connect to the web. They can also choose how the product is shipped. So for this channel selection factors, basically we want to know what type of customer that we have. So basically, for this one, the internet isn't necessarily the best channel for every product though. For example, do you want to closely examine the fruits and vegetables you buy to make sure they are ripe enough or not overripe? So then the online grocery shopping might not be for you. Clearly, how your customers want to buy your products will have an impact on the channel you select. In fact, it should be your prime consideration. So, next factor is the type of product. The type of product you're selling will also affect your marketing channel choices. Perishable products often have to be sold through shorter marketing channels than products with longer shelf lives. Next that we have is channel partner capabilities. And for this one, your ability versus of other types of organizations that operate in marketing channels can affect your channel choices. If you are a massage therapist, you are quite capable of delivering your product straight to your client. Next that we have is the business environment and technology. And for this one, the general environment such as the economy can also affect marketing channels chosen for products. For example, think about what happened when the value of the peso declines relative to the currencies of other countries. When the peso fails, products imported from other countries cost more to buy relative products produced and sold in the Philippines. Products made in China become less attractive because they have gotten more expensive. So as a result, some companies then look closer to home for their products and channel partners. Technological changes affect marketing channels too. Next factor is competing products marketing channel. And for this factor, it is how your competition sells their products, and it may also affect your marketing channels. You don't always have to choose the channels your competitors rely on, though. So, Netflix, for example, Netflix turned the video rental business on its head by coming up with a new marketing channel that better meets the needs of many customers, beginning with direct mail and then moving to internet delivery. Netflix, along with competitor Hulu, and may end up revolutionizing the way television is watched. And last factor that we have is factors that affect a product's distribution. For this one, it's basically the intensity of distribution, and various factors affect a company's decision about the intensity of a product distribution. This is the intensive distribution, selective distribution, and exclusive distribution. So these are the strategies. And for the intensive, it involves selling product in as many outlets as possible. So basically, the more outlets you have, the more selling products you may distribute. For selective, from the word selective, so it involves selling products only at selected outlets in specific locations. And for exclusive distribution strategy, it involves only in selling products through one or very few outlets. So we have seen the difference between, oh, we have known the difference between intensive, selective, and exclusive. So for intensive, again, many outlets. For selective, selected, and exclusive, very few or one only outlet. So for marketing channel, we also have channel power, and strong channel partners often wield what's called channel power and are referred to as channel leaders or channel captains. And more often today, um, there are many companies such as Walmart, and Walmart is commanding more channel power because they have millions of customers and they are bombarded with products wholesaler and manufacturers want them to sell. Walmart uh, is one of the biggest grocery chain in the states. So as a result, these retailers increasingly are able to call the shots. In other words, they got what they want. And for this one, category killers are in similar position as well. Consumers like you are gaining marketing channel power too, regardless of what one manufacturer produces or what a local retailer has available. Basically, you can use the internet to find whatever product you want at the best price available and have it delivered when, where, or how you want. So we have here the channel power. We also need to channel power again. A channel's members' capacity to control or influence the behavior of other channel members. For channel control, it is a situation that occurs when one marketing channel member intentionally affects another member's behavior. And for channel leader, it is a member of a marketing channel that exercises authority power over the activities of other members. And usually in the marketing channel, we have a channel conflict. And for channel conflict, we have two types, the vertical and the horizontal. So why do we have conflicts in channel? Basically, this is a dispute among channel members. And channel conflicts are really common. Part of the reason for this is that each channel member has its own goals, which are unlike those of any other channel member. The relationship among them is not unlike the relationship between you and your boss, but of you want to serve your organization's customer well. However, your goals are different. So for this one, channel leaders are often in the best position to resolve conflict channels. So for channel conflict, we have the vertical conflict and horizontal conflict. For vertical conflict, it is one that occurs between two different types of members in a channel, say a manufacturer, an agent, a wholesaler, or retailer. For horizontal conflict, it is one that occurs between organizations of the same type. So, say we have two manufacturers, and those two manufacturers each wants a powerful wholesaler to carry only its products. So, once again, channel conflict is very common. Now, of course, even though there's a conflict in the channel, we have here a question. What if you're not a channel member with a great deal of power? So how will you build relationships with channel partners and get them cooperate with you? This is where we could achieve channel cooperation ethically. So one way is by emphasizing the benefits of working with your firm. Basically, so for example, if you are a seller whose product and brand name are in demand, you want to point out how being one of its authorized sellers can boost a retailer's store traffic and revenues. Also, you may show your channel partner that you understand their issues and help them generate business. You may also generate or establish by producing or of marketing and promotional materials that their channel partners can also use with will facilitate cooperation among companies. Also, educating your channel members sales representative is an extremely important part of facilitating cooperation, especially when you are launching a new product and offering your channel partners certain monetary incentives such as discounts. So it's a big deal for selling your products can help too. So what you shouldn't do when it comes to your channel partner is to take them for granted. Take note of that. And and according to John Addison, he suggested that creating a dialogue with them via one-on-one discussion and surveys and developing a what they call the partner advisory councils, and it will help to better understand their needs. So after achieving channel cooperation ethically, we also have channel integration. And for this one, we have the vertical marketing system and the horizontal marketing system. For vertical marketing system, it is another way to foster cooperation in a channel. In a vertical marketing system, channel members formally agree to closely cooperate with one another. A vertical marketing system can be created by one channel member taking over the functions of another member. This is a form of disintermediation known as vertical integration. So for vertical marketing system, it is also called as vertical integration. So we have here types of vertical marketing system. It is not on your handouts, but this is just a basic information. So we have corporate systems. So these are total ownership. We have contractual, legal relationships, and administered strong leadership. And next marketing system that we have is horizontal marketing system. And basically for this one, two companies at the same channel level. So let's say two manufacturers again, two wholesalers or two retailers agree to cooperate with another to sell their products or to make the most of their marketing opportunities, and is sometimes called horizontal integration. So we have here examples of horizontal marketing system. We have Apple with Starbucks, Facebook with Instagram, Coca-Cola and Diet Coke, and Uber Eats. So we have also Grab food, Grab Grab is like a Uber also. So because we had the pandemic, before we only have Angkas. The Grab is like an Angkas now. Grab is like they offer Grab food already for delivery as well. So for this week's lesson, we have some references. We have Principles of Marketing from Mind Shapers Co. by Pedrito Real Perda, Purisima Pedrialva Pereda, and Dr. Vicente M. Castillo. And we have the same suggested reading. So in your handouts or your PDF files, we have 2 activities only. But I will not require you to answer activity 1. I will only require you to answer activity 2. So for activity 2, you will do a marketing application. So name at least one product you badly want to have or buy and look for the different sellers of the product. Label them as seller A and B. You may make a table as well for that. So you will ask each seller same questions to get information you want to know about the product as customers. So, and then make a table for comparison. And then below the table, answer the following. Uh, which seller do you think has the more channel power? Is it seller A or seller B? And defend your answer. And basically, which seller would you prefer to buy the product and why? So if you have any questions regarding our topic for this week, that which is using marketing channels to create value for customers, don't hesitate to ask me. You may directly ask me at school, or you may send me a personal message. So thank you once again. Before ending this discussion, I would like to say thank you and share a Bible verse from the book of Mark, chapter 9, verse 23. Said Jesus, everything is possible for one who believes. So thank you once again, everyone, and God bless.